Boy, is it good to be back? Yo, what's up? I've been away. I've been, a bit busy. But listen, I've come back to enlighten you with my stuttery, poorly worded voice to talk about something that's been on my mind throughout the entire year of 2021, and that is Marvel. And I have this theory which is called the Marvelous Conundrum. Essentially, this is my take on Marvel's current state and what it's doing and where it will go. So picture this, me and the boys, we come out the Eternals movies and one of my friends said, well, that was shit. On top of that, he does also say the Marvel power gap has increased dramatically. That stuck with me. It made me ponder what is going on in the Marvel landscape. The more I thought about it, the more it became apparent that this is a very, very dangerous route that Marvel will be going down in the next, let's say, few years. I kept breaking it down and giving it more of a thought, and it comes down to two reasons: the content and the power scaling. Now let's talk about the power scaling. If anyone who doesn't know what power scaling is, it is a method determining a character's power through comparing them to other characters in the series. We understand that Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel are basically the strongest heroes around, and we have Thanos, who was essentially the strongest villain we've had. And it does seem pretty simple. We do have other villains to come with our other characters as well, such as the Ant-Man and the Yellow Jacket. However, this power scaling seems to have been tipped erratically left. Erratically? This power balance has shifted in a very dramatic way, and I think the reason it is because of the Eternals. It showed us that there are stronger beings than Thanos, Celestials. These beings create and destroy worlds and universes. It is impossible to stop them. They are the most OP. Don't get me wrong, it's not like the heroes are supposed to lose or anything in this movie, but let's be real, this is literally the strongest being in existence. That's one example. What If, I believe, is a much more clear example of how Marvel is treating the power scaling. And if you don't know what if is, that's a fucking tongue twister. If you don't know what if is, it is essentially a animated show on Disney Plus explaining how the multiverse works. Thanos come in with the Infinity Stones and he actually does some pretty Hey yo, what the fuck? Listen, a show's got a show. However, this just tells me that Thanos getting killed so easily is almost like a slap in the face in Endgame. These types of storytelling isn't really building on what came before. If anything, it's almost diminishing it. Remember when Doctor Strange trailer dropped? That was one of the funnest nights I've had in a while. Yeah, that is kind of depressing, but you know what I'm talking about. My sister came up to me and asked, hey Musti, what do I need to see before this movie? And I just listed, a couple things. Just WandaVision, What If, probably Loki, and No Way Home. And you know what? If the theories are true, then Fantastic Four and X-Men. That's if the theories are true. Already, that's almost 10 hours worth of content to understand one movie. The old format would just be watch one movie, even two, and you would just understand what was going on. However, with the additions of the show, it's already becoming too much. If you want to watch the new Captain America movie that's coming out, watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If you want to understand the new Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, watch Loki, and so on and so on. Marvel has done this before, but in a digestible way. I understand how a universe works, but in 2021, there was Marvel content every week. The show format already affected Endgame. For me personally, I remember the trailers coming out saying, this is the end, this is what's gonna happen. What made Infinity War infinitely better, see what I did there, was the closure we saw. We knew that the villain won and that's it. We're not going to get any content until the next 2 years. I mean, apart from Ant-Man and the Wasp, but you see what I mean when it was digestible. And even so, you didn't even have to go watch Ant-Man and the Wasp to understand Endgame. All we knew was that Ant-Man just came out of the quantum realm and now he figured out a way to make fucking time travel. A movie's got a movie, but hey, I will just move on. And also in Endgame, they were setting up Phase 4, which isn't a bad thing, but setting up movies and shows for years to come when finishing off stories of certain characters doesn't really feel nice. They did it in a nice way, but it kind of felt bittersweet. Marvel and Disney are just putting out so much content these days that it's starting to just become a fucking workload. It's starting to become a bloody chore. And with the increasing in power level and the amount of content that they're putting out, it's just becoming too much. I love Marvel. I read Marvel when I was 13, and I read a bunch of comic books. But the more I started to read, the more I knew how to read certain comic books to understand other comic books and so on and whatnot. If Marvel and Disney decide to continue the way that they're going, I think people are just gonna get sick of it. Already, I'm starting to get tired of the shows. The shows that have come out recently have been okay, not bad, not amazing, but it's just there. But once you've reached the top, where else is there to go but down? This is just my opinion. But what do you think? Do you think Marvel is gonna fall off in the next few years? I think so. But you know what? Let's just see. Anywho, that's just a theory. I can't really say that. That's just illegal. I think I'm gonna get copyrighted for that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, deuces, bye bye. Have a very nice time.